So, ladies and gentlemen, almost it's not easy. The light has come. So, yesterday, the president of Venezuela and his wife were busy having a family discussion in their bedroom. Yeah? While they were discussing on how they can further broaden their business. You understand what I mean? The type of business they are doing. Before you know it, there was a knock at their door. Normally, they don't expect knocks whenever they are having a family meeting. You know. So the president started shouting, "Who are you at the door? Can't you see I'm having a meeting with my wife?" You know. So nobody was responding, but the knock was still persistent. Now the president of Venezuela, upon going to open the door, he was shocked to see the soldiers of the United States. Yeah? The US military were already at the front of his door looking at him. Before the man could even say anything, him and his wife were whisked out of Venezuela. The man, he was blindfolded. Based on the picture that Donald Trump released, he was blindfolded and finally saw himself in New York, United States. If a whole president of a country, one of the richest countries in terms of oil production, if a whole president of a country can be whisked away from the comfort of his home, like from the presidential villa, if a whole president can be whisked, like captured and taken out of his own country, a lot of people need to fear Donald Trump. Wallahi, a lot of people really need to fear Donald Trump. Yeah? Like, you know, the presidency or the presidential villa is supposed to be the topmost protected place in the whole of a nation. So you can imagine a country from another, a country came into your own country and picked your president. It's not like the president was traveling to any place, or maybe he was trekking. He was at the comfort of his villa, as the comfort of his home, with the security that has surrounded him. These people came and wanted him out of the country. You know what? There is this country again that is in West Africa. They were complaining bitterly. They were complaining bitterly, asking why did Donald Trump just go to Venezuela without informing them that they would have given them the logistics on how to add their own president. Like, if Donald Trump had told the citizens of that country in West Africa, what they would have done is to inform Trump on how he can also, as he's moving from Venezuela, he will just branch in their own country and pick their own president. See, let me tell you something. If you find yourself as a leader, and every day your people are crying, begging you, in fact, looking for the best way to get you out of the seat, or if anything happens to you, they'll be very happy. Then you need to know very well. You need to search your soul very well. You need to search your soul. Imagine the president of Venezuela was taken out of their own country, taken out forcefully out of his own country. Then citizens of Venezuela were jumping and shouting from one place to another, celebrating that their own president was captured in their own country and taken out of the country. That is to tell you the level of corruption that has engulfed that society. And now citizens of the West African country that I told you now are also praying and begging Donald Trump, when is he going to repeat the same thing he did in Venezuela in their own country? Because they are tired of their own president. And funny enough now, Donald Trump now has written on his social media handle saying that he is watching. He is watching. He is watching. If you call yourself a leader now, or maybe a terrorist, you are terrorizing anybody in the world now, it is now the duty of the US to capture you wherever you are and deal with you. Oh boy, it's not going to be easy. Wallahi, it's not going to be easy for a lot of people this time around. You know, that same West African country now that I'm telling you now, trust me, their leaders are already on their toes, like trying their best now to do the right thing. Because their election is forthcoming. If Donald Trump continues with this thing that he's doing, if Trump continues with this thing he's doing, if these people ever rig election, if they try to rig election, let me know what cost it. If these people can ever rig election, if Trump continues with this thing he's doing, if this will ever rig election, let me know what cost it. How I wish that election is happening this year, that Venezuela and all these things are happening. How I wish it is happening this year. So that the moment you try to rig election, bam, they will just come and foot you, like you will stand, you wouldn't know when your leg has left the ground. Have you seen when a bird, a hawk, that kind of picks its prey? Have you seen when it picks its prey? That is the same thing US is doing to some of these corrupt individuals. I'm not saying that there is no corruption in the US. So, hell, of course, there are a hell lot of corruption. There are a hell lot of corruption. But if you people are not scared of Donald Trump, please, if you don't want Donald Trump's treatment of Venezuela to affect you or to come to you, try your best as a political leader to do the right thing for your people. Do the right thing for your people, so that when you happen to leave the position as a president, history will remember you. People will always talk about you. But the moment you want to always let me do it like this, I'm a president after all. Any person that try to oppose me, I will. By the time you leave office, everybody will be praying and hoping that you die. Even when you are in office, a lot of people will praying that the moment they hear that you are sick, the moment they hear that you're sick, the first thing you hear is thank God, and their next prayer is, how I wish you would die there. So imagine a president that his or her citizens are praying for him or her to die. Imagine that kind of president. That is to tell you the level at which that president is corrupt. If the people you are leading a country are tired of your leadership, it means you as a president needs to know your work very well. Honestly speaking, like I just woke up. Like I woke up and I saw Donald Trump's message on Twitter where he said that he has captured Venezuela's president, that is Maduro, and his wife. I was like, how? A president, your fellow president, you went to his country and captured him.
My direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice. This was one of the most stunning, effective, and powerful displays of American military might and competence in American history. Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night. It was dark. The lights of Caracas were largely turned off due to a certain expertise that we have. It was dark and it was deadly. But captured along with his wife, Celia Flores, both of whom now face American justice.
Where he did not use the word kidnap. His cabinet, the president's cabinet members might be seeing it as kidnap, but Trump now and his allies now are not seeing it as kidnap. They are seeing it as capture. So they have captured the president of Venezuela and taken him to US, where he's going to face charges of issues relating to narcotics and what have you. And if maybe he's found guilty, they are going to They are going to punish him based on US laws. Or more. Wahala dey. Wahala dey. A very serious problem has in some part of the world where Donald Trump has a bigger say. I'm telling you, where Donald Trump has a bigger say, a very big wahala dey. People of Venezuela are very happy. People of Venezuela, they are very, very happy that such a thing is happening in their country. Imagine somebody entered your country, took your president out to punish him in his own country, and your citizens are happy. And you're telling me that such a president that was taken out of his own country, his people like him. There's no, because if paraventure, the citizens of Venezuela loved their president, Trump wouldn't have succeeded in doing what he did. Trump wouldn't have succeeded in doing what. In fact, he wouldn't have thought about coming to Venezuela in the first place to capture their president. But it has happened. Oh man, boy. A lot of leaders now. There is fire on their bum. They can't even sit on their presidential seat anymore because I was telling my father yesterday, I told him that you know that there are some presidents now, if they are eating, and the moment they hear that Donald Trump is coming, in fact, the moment they hear the name Donald before Trump will even come in, they have lost appetite. If they are eating now and they hear Donald, before you finish pronouncing Trump, they have lost appetite. And the moment you mention Donald, they will lose appetite. If you add Trump to eat, they will start looking like this, like a thief that want to go and steal fowl. they'll be looking at it. Where is he? Please, I don't tire. I beg, subscribe to this channel if you will not. I will see us in our next video, right? Have a lovely time of the day. And I know that you have something to say. Please come to the comment section. Let this place get hot. I want to hear what you have to say. Do you support Donald Trump's should I call it invasion, Venezuela invasion? Do you support his invasion on Venezuela and the whisking away of Maduro, the president of Venezuela? Do you support it? If you support it, tell us why you support it in the comments. If you don't support it too, tell us in the comment section why you don't support it. Like this now, everybody wants to please. Everybody, I want to be reading comments. That's what I want. I want to read comments and also reply to comments. Please, come to the comment section right now and tell us what you feel about this whole thing. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe.